there. My name is Anne Marie Page. Welcome to our neighborhood. Your neighborhood and my neighborhood make our neighborhood. Lowell is a good neighborhood. So, once you stay close, we've got a half an hour here. We're going to wing through some things, and we don't want you to miss any of it. So, our guests today are from the Boys and Girls Club of Greater Lowell. And we have our executive director, Joe Hungler. Did I say it right?
Yes, you did.
I tried to say hungry first.
I just had lunch. I'm good.
Oh, good. I did too. And Eric Johnson. And Eric is in, what is your title?
The education supervisor.
Education supervisor. That sounds like something with a college. I want to see how we're going to get some fun out of this.
Well,
okay?
Eric always makes sure the teams have a lot of fun.
Right. That's good. You're right. We want to have fun. Well, first we're going to start with, and they'll put up on the screen all the contact information, where, when, telephone number, emails, everything you need, you'll have it. The biggest thing that surprised me the most was you have 300 children a day?
Yeah, that's a big jump. 5 years ago, it was 200 kids a day, so we've increased 50%.
200's a lot.
Yeah, it's a big building. When you drive by Middlesex Street, everybody sees the front, and even like the admin section that's in front of the gym is back farthest. You don't even notice that, but it goes all the way down almost to the canal. And
I've been in there.
Yeah.
So I know it's when you get in, you're like, well, it's this big, right? But you're right. When you're driving by, I'm like, where do they put them all, right?
And the whole second level down below. It took me about 2 weeks to figure out how to navigate down there. It's a little confusing, but. There's a recording studio, there's a teen room, a wrestling room, the gym's huge, a fitness room, education room, Eric's World, and robotics, all kinds of different things. And, of course, your neighbor cooks dinner for 50,000 kids a year.
Oh, dessert queen of the city, right? I love Sally. But I was amazed. And then I read it's 300 a day. And then ages 7 to 18, holy sweet Mary, right? There's a challenge right there.
Well, they're all part of the family, and they're all school age, so they don't do a whole lot of programs together, obviously, because 7-year-olds don't want to hang out with 17-year-olds, and 17-year-olds certainly don't want to hang out with 7-year-olds. So we try to give them their own world as much as possible. But I think that's one of the reasons that we're able to really achieve our mission is that you're able to have kids for 10 years, so you
right.
When you teach, you have a huge impact,
right.
But then you have to pass them on the next year.
That's
and
right.
We're lucky enough that we're able to work with them year after year and have that long-term relationship. And I think in any business, but particularly when you're working with kids, that relationship is what matters.
It is. And it's like, a lot of parents are busy today. They both work. Like, I didn't go to work till they were all in school, so that was a gift,
Mm-hmm.
But there's a lot more pressure on parents. And you're a parent 24/7, not just 9 to 5 or 3 to 11. It's 24/7, right? So it's good to know not only are they in a safe place, which is the first bell that goes off in your house, but they're with other children and they're learning in a nice, fun way. They're having a good time, but they're learning to be respectful.
Mm-hmm.
They're learning to be polite, right? And that's very important.
Absolutely. I think that's one of the feedback we get a lot from folks is...
And that's what I'm hearing. I've never heard anything negative ever.
Well, we're not perfect, but...
No, but that's a big thing,
Yeah. I think it's the first thing we try to stress, because you can't do anything else until you have that the foundation, right?
That's right.
So... And that's part of how you build a relationship. If you're not respectful to each other or to the staff or to whoever, you're not going to have a relationship. Nobody wants to be in a relationship where people are disrespectful. So that's always a starting point. And to your point of the people who are working a lot, and we have a lot of single parent families too. 85% of our families are single parent families.
Right.
So if that mom or dad is working and they're the only one, what they love is they come home from work, they pick up their kid at 6, and they get to spend some quality time with their child. They're not worried about getting them to eat their veggies. Sally takes care of that.
That's it.
And their homework's done.
Right.
So
That's the best part.
So they can come in.
I hated homework. I hated it more than the kids did.
And they get to actually enjoy their kids for a little bit. And when you're working really hard, you can barely make ends meet.
That's it.
You know what? You get that little bit of quality time with your child, and you get to be a parent and not get to be somebody who's nagging your son or daughter.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, that's it. Like we talk about growing up, raising kids years ago, and everybody had like a gang, right? And it was, you're right. Like, I'm the mother, I'm the wicked witch. Pick up your clothes, don't leave it there. If you left it on the floor, I throw it in the garbage, right? Did you see my such and such? What did it look like? And they would describe it. Oh, it's on the floor. I think it was trash. It's out in the garbage. But they got the message. Don't leave it on the floor anymore, But people would say, how do you do that? But my husband worked 2 jobs so I could be home. That was a big plus.
Mm-hmm.
And that's your job, is raising those children, teaching them right from wrong, so that not only they grow up to be nice to people, but so they're safe, right? You're teaching them how to be safe and to be good to each other, and it's very important. And they need to know that. And I really, like you said, some said, well, we have a lot of single parents. We had a lot of single parents after World War II, and we had a lot of single parents after Korea, right? And we want to try to help. We want to help each other, support each other, and you want that child to be happy because he already has some sadness, right? So everything you do is, like you said, in your own little way, you're teaching them right from wrong. You're teaching them how to be polite and respectful, but it's all going in a nice way, so like they don't even know what's happening.
And Eric's really good working with the teens in terms of also helping them understand that it's their community, and they can get involved in the community and do a lot of community service with the Keystone Club.
Right.
And a lot of the work that they do with the teens is making sure. I don't know if you want to touch on some of the teen programs and some of the things.
I'm going to ask you about that, but I don't want to forget something. The fee for the membership is, I've read, $30 for the year.
It is.
But now, if a child has a problem, you can get a sponsor to donate
Absolutely.
$30, and that would help with the child. So we don't want to say to somebody,
We would never turn somebody away because of money, ever.
yeah, and I've
Our mission is to particular emphasis on those who need us most,
Right.
and sometimes, often that's financial.
Right.
And that's why it's $30 a year. I mean, it costs us more like $700 or $800 a year per kid.
Yeah,
But
costs you that much to put the lights on.
exactly.
Actually,
Yeah.
in addition, our teens, it only costs $5 for the year.
How come?
We're in a current push right now. Boys and Girls Clubs of America are really trying to improve teen programs across the country. So a big part of that is getting as many teen members through the doors as possible. So last year we cut the teen fee completely. We opened it up free of charge for all teens, and this year it's only $5 from
That's
first day of
amazing.
school to the last day.
And part of that with teens is oftentimes people feel like, oh, they're old enough because they're responsible. They're not going to burn the house down, right? Well, hopefully. But a lot more people are willing to let teens be latchkey kids.
Yes.
But I don't care how good a kid you are. If you have too much free time on your hand and you're
You're
13,
right.
14, 15,
Yeah.
especially once your friends know that you have free time at home.
Mm.
So we want to lower the barrier. And you would think $30 is not a huge barrier, but
Yeah. Right.
it seems to be.
Right.
So, but we want to have something where they have some skin in the game. So the $5 is to get the skin in the game.
That's a gift. And I think what I'll get on again later, but I think when people realize, look, I can't give you 50 or 100, I give you $5 or $10,
Mhm.
you know? Because in the kitty, it's fun.
It all adds up.
It all adds up, right? What was it somebody said to me once? What is it? Oh, they said 10% comes from the big money people and 90% comes from all the little monies from the people. So never think you don't have enough, right?
Absolutely.
It does. So I want to hear about this with Music Clubhouse, Year of the Teen, Commonwealth Cause, and Police Partnership.
Yes, we got a lot of exciting stuff going
Well,
on.
we're going to hit on one because they're going to signal us to take a little break, and then we come back, we'll hit it all big.
Sounds
But I saw the word garden.
good. Yes, that
What
is
are you doing in
correct.
the garden?
So we're teaching the kids, exposing them to techniques on how they can grow their own food in an urban environment,
Like
which
that
is
Mill
really
City
cool.
thing?
Exactly, yeah. So Mill City Grows actually
Oh,
has
they're
helped
very
us
good.
out a lot.
They're very good.
When we did our big garden build day in the beginning of the summer. So we have 4 raised beds right now.
Wow.
We have a garden coordinator who works. She worked full-time throughout the summer. She's part-time now,
Wow.
but has been bringing kids actually from ages 7 up to 12 and some teens too. So we've been growing a big variety of vegetables. We have cucumbers, tomatoes, eggplants. We even had basil out there
Oh my
too.
God.
Yeah, it was really cool.
That's great.
And for a lot of the kids, they've never seen where food comes
No,
from. It's
no.
usually
The
in the
roll-
supermarket,
yeah.
wrapped in plastic.
Yeah.
But Here they get their hands in the
Yeah.
dirt. They get to pull weeds, water.
Nobody is great. They are.
It is. It is.
You have a music clubhouse.
We do.
What do you do in the music clubhouse?
All sorts of things. So the music clubhouse it's one of my favorite rooms in the building too, actually. We do guitar lessons, singing lessons, bass guitar lessons, piano lessons. We even have some programs more for the electronic music side for kids interested in R&B or hip hop. So we have a DJing program. And just this year, our music director added a program that focuses on how to produce music. So if you're recording a song, how you can adjust all the levels to get the exact sound that you
I don't
want.
even know how to play a DVD. We put the children's old pictures and we put them on DVDs, and I'll say to my husband, "Can you put that DVD thing in there?" I say, "No, that's fine."
They've actually made 11 CDs now, I think.
Yeah,
Really?
I think so. I think so. And it's a mix of both songs that kids have written themselves, but
Really?
also covering popular songs. Yeah,
Wow,
some very talented kids.
that's something. But that's great. You know, that's it. You know, I mean, our theory years ago were you kept busy enough to get you tired and get in trouble, right? And that's it. You want to keep them busy.
And for kids that don't like sports or different things,
Right.
it gives a different avenue,
Absolutely.
which I think is one of the big things we want to have.
So they're going to signal us to give a break. They wave their hands and they take a little break. And we don't ask what they do, where they go, what happens. Just make sure they come back. So when we do that little break, we're going to tell you to heat up your coffee, cool down your lemonade, and then come back because we have some really important things to get on. I want to hear about that Commonwealth course. I don't know what that means. And I'm dying to hear about the police partnership. So heat up your coffee, cool down your lemonade. We'll be waiting for you. You get yourself right back here.
Looking for these? You drive Buzzed. It could be one very expensive ride.
First, you gotta make bail. Then pay me to get your car back.
Your insurance premiums will go through the roof.
And my legal fees just keep adding up. All told, it could end up costing you $10,000.
Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Hey, this job looks perfect. It says you need people skills,
Check.
driver's license,
Check.
and a high school diploma or GED.
Skip the drama. Get your GED.
I got that.
You are good to go.
Take that first step towards a better future and sign up for free classes now at yourged.org.
Okay, welcome back. My name is Anne Marie Page. Welcome to our neighborhood. Your neighborhood and my neighborhood make our neighborhood. Lowell's a good neighborhood. I told you we'd be back. So our guests today are Joe Hungler, who is the executive director of the Boys and Girls Club on Middlesex Street in Lowell. And we have Eric Johnson, and Eric is in charge of their education program. But these are fun education programs. We don't want to think this is like all work, no play. It isn't. So we were talking about different programs that are new with the club, and I want to hear about the Year of the Teen.
Yeah, so I mentioned that a little while ago. It's a big push from Boys and Girls Clubs of America
Right.
just to try to really focus on teens and improve a lot of the teen programs in clubs all across the country.
Right.
So that's why we've lowered our membership fee to only $5 for the entire school year for teenagers. And that also relates to our new Commonwealth Corps service members, who are a big part of our push to get more teens in the building.
Right. And that's good. You know, you get at that little awkward stage, like maybe you're a little too young to have a job, but you don't want to be with the 7 or 8 years old.
Mm-hmm.
You've got to be kept busy, and it's good to have fun busy as well. I love the fact that they do homework. Mother of heaven. I didn't know they told me about that. And you have a program called Commonwealth Corps.
Yes. So that's actually a program that I went through myself last year. And what it is, it's similar to AmeriCorps or Peace Corps.
Oh, yes, I know that.
So it's a year of service, but only for Massachusetts residents and serving at sites across the
That's
state
the
of
word
Massachusetts.
Commonwealth.
Exactly. So for last year when I did it, I focused on serving with the teenagers at the club and providing them college and career preparation programming, which is a big part of our teen programs. So we have 2 new members this year also, and it's been an awesome addition. We've had it for, I think, 3 years now.
This is our third year, yep.
Third year. It's great for us because it gives us 2 extra full-time staff who are paid a living stipend through the state government.
Wow.
So it just improves our capacity to serve our teens that much better.
That's great. That really is. It is. You know, and I think like a lot of people don't know about this. That's why I was glad you were able to come on to just get this, because it'll run for a few weeks and you might miss it here, but you'll see it there. But Lowell has so much to offer for its citizens that people don't know about. That's what we try, like we did the show before this one, we had done one for the youth activities and Parks and Recreation. Now, Parks and Recreation will also be busy in the fall too.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, there's no reason to be sitting at home doing nothing in Lowell.
Absolutely.
There's so much to keep them busy, you know?
And there's enough affordable things as well.
Right. Oh, yes, that's a big thing. And Lowell is a very generous city. They're very good to their citizens. They really are.
Amen.
So that's it. So we did the Commonwealth Corps.
Yeah, Corps.
Like the Corps, like the Marine Corps.
Exactly.
I got it now. And what's police partnership?
So that is, we have a partnership with the Lowell Police Department also. So we have what's known as a PAL officer. So it's a Lowell police officer who works in the club with us and focuses on trying to improve relations between our youth and police officers. It's a really touchy subject nowadays, but also a really important issue for us to address with our youth, is really trying to get that exposure between the police department and especially our older teenage members, but also for our younger ones too.
Well, you know, you're right, because like in our generation grew up, you respected the police officer, you also were petrified of them, right? I mean, if a police officer ever picked you home, up and brought you home, you were dead meat, right? So you didn't go there. But today, there seems to be a little different atmosphere out there where some are not as respectful, do not know the seriousness of that job, and that it's not a happy, fun job. It's a serious, sad job. They see unhappy things. And I think that's a good role model, right? And then this way they can see, just like you always get kids, oh, I want to be a fireman when I grow up, right? Not so much as, oh, I want to be a policeman. They both risk their lives to take care of us. They both have a very serious job, and they're there to take care of us. And that's a good thing, so that they know from this age, whether it's a man or a woman, this police officer is there to take care of you. So if something's wrong or something's frightened you or scared you or anything isn't just right, he's there to take care of you. She's there to take care of you. And I think that's very important. And I think for a while there, that image sort of faded away. Mm-hmm. So I'm very happy to see that come back.
Yeah, especially with our teenagers specifically, because I think on both sides, both with the police and also with our youth, there's a little misunderstanding of both sides. So this just creates that connection, gives our teens opportunities to learn more about what a day in the life of a police officer is, but also the other way, which I think is hugely important too, that the police get to see a little window into what a day in the life of a teenager is. Yeah, and that's huge.
A day in the life of a teenager in my generation was a lot calmer and cooler than it is today. And of course, God sends you grandchildren, so you know how to use those things. They brought me one. Oh my God. One of those phones. I think it's the one that's going on fire on television this week.
Oh, jeez.
Right, and I keep it plugged in by the. And then I took it out because I had to go out someplace, and I put it in the car. I'm driving my car yesterday, and all of a sudden I hear ding-a-ling-a-ling, ding-a-ling-a-ling. And then I realized it's the little phone in the. I wasn't stopping the car. I'm driving. I can't drive and do the phone.
Thanks for being safe.
Yes.
Too many people do.
I mean, I can multitask, but not when I'm driving a car. But that's it. So now people say, how can I get involved? What can I do for this Boys and Girls Club? What's going on?
There's a ton of opportunities to get involved. If you have some time and you want to volunteer, if you enjoy working with kids, you can help serve dinner, you can help with homework, you can coach basketball. If you want to help but don't necessarily want to work with the kids, we always need some admin help or helping with some landscaping or painting projects, different things along those lines. There's a lot of ways to help in those terms.
So you volunteer.
Volunteer.
I volunteer. Where do you need me?
Absolutely.
Like, all right, I'm not a good cook. You don't want me in your kitchen, right? Or whatever. But I can make your computer sing and dance, you know?
Excellent. I didn't know you had that skill.
What you want. My husband, are you on that computer again? I had a meeting and I had to print up some papers and stuff. I said, this has to get done. But no, you're right. Everybody has their own little niche, right?
Absolutely.
And if you can share that with somebody, that's a good thing.
Absolutely.
Right? I mean, like, I could help you with homework on something. I used to love it when they did science fairs, right? You'd make all kinds of crazy things out of nothing. For science
Absolutely.
fair, right?
Yeah, you got to teach kids to be creative and
Oh,
resilient,
yeah, it
resourceful.
Some similar stuff to that on our Fridays when kids don't have homework due the next day. We do some fun little
You
arts and
they
crafts
help with homework on
activities.
weekends? I must have gone to the wrong school.
Sometimes.
Good for Gertrude. I remember I left Friday night because I didn't have to do homework.
Mm-hmm.
Saturday, you better get it done. You'll be miserable Sunday night. But that's it. Are you a big club reunion coming up on September 22nd?
We have 116 years of history and a lot of great stories and things. We've lost a lot of our history over time just with moves, and there was a flood at one point and different things like that. So, it's great to get back and hear a lot of the old stories and reconnect with some folks. It's over at Four Oaks. Mike Kunz is a former president of the club of the Boys and Girls Club. So it's on September 22nd. There's still tickets available if people want to come down. The reunion is not just for people who went to the club as kids. It's for anybody who's part of the club family. So if you are a parent of a member, if you helped on a fundraiser or on the board, or you volunteered, or your staff, we have a lot of staff that come back and have fun. And they like seeing the kids who've now grown up and are being successful.
That's a big thing.
You know, the two speakers for that are our two previous chiefs, Ken LaValle, who instituted the PAL program with the officer of the club, and then Chief Taylor, who both are alumni of the club.
So when we look this up, and they can also, can they go on a site for the Boys?
You can go to the
things, because I did.
lbgc.org.
All right, and they're going to put that up on the screen.
Excellent.
lbg.org. So now, the other thing is on October 15th, we want them right down these dates, Driven to Give is Gervais Lincoln. I've been over there.
Yeah, they have really nice cars, and basically, if you're willing to drive a luxury car for 15 minutes, the club will get $20. And last year we raised, I think, $5,000, and we can raise up to $8,000 if enough people come down. So we really hope everybody will come down.
Send me an email, remind me, so
I will
get that out to the neighborhood leaders.
Absolutely.
Make sure they know, right? And you know, it's fun to drive the little Lincolns around. I remember I used to drive a 2-ton truck downtown, right? And this man that was manager for one of the big owners downtown, he says, "You drive that big white truck?" I said, "I not only drive that big white truck, I can drive it in high heels."
I'm not sure I can do that.
So that's good. So we know 9/22 is the reunion. That's going to be able to look that up under the Lowell Boys and Girls Club. And we know October 15th, we'll get some information out about the little go over by Lincoln. That's over by the theater cinema there.
Yep.
And you can drive the little fancy car, and they'll give you money. Now, October is Boys and Girls Club Month at the 99 in Lowell, Tewksbury, and Westford. So we've got about 3 minutes left, so get that out on the floor.
So basically, if you go to the 99 during October, it'll help the local clubs. So those 3 restaurants are associated with us. If you went in Billerica, it would help Billerica.
Right.
And if you order certain menu items, a percentage of that goes to the club. You can buy little wristbands, and they have raffles and different things like that. So the whole month, they're doing different things to promote the club, and it's just fun. If you're going out to eat anyhow,
that's right. You might as well go where they'll get something out of it.
Absolutely.
So they're going to put everything on this screen. Everything we talked about, it'll be filmed and it'll go on. It goes very fast. But then they'll put up on the screen all the contact information.
Excellent.
Eric, for Joe. That way, people can look it up and see. And that's what we always do. If we have a guest, we want to make sure their contact information goes out. So when somebody says, "Oh, I'd like to check that out," you know, and that's a big thing. And I think it's a big thing. It's like when I was growing up, there was the boys club and the girls club. Now it's the boys and girls club, and that's a big thing. And as I've said, to be honest with you, I've only heard positive feedback.
Well, we appreciate that
from anybody, and that it's a great program. Like if you keep the children busy, like in our generation was keep them busy enough to get too tired to get in trouble. But now it's different. They're smarter. They know more. And they're more of a challenge. You've got to give them more of a challenge, right? You've got to keep them busy in another way.
And we have a great team that does that.
Right.
We're really lucky.
You do. And I know Juan Carlos is on your team. He's a good man. I've known him for years. And good people. You're right. And that's what it's about. It's about team players. We're all on the same team. It's all here. What's better for our youth? The youth are our future. Their future and ours. So I find that if they're busy, then they don't get in trouble. Also, I think that...
You've been to our staff training? We use that line.
Right. Busy, don't get in trouble.
Exactly.
That comes from motherhood.
Yes.
Get them too busy. Like I'd be there, I'd be the one, do this, pick up. And then father would come home after work and it was like, go out into the front door. Because he didn't have to say, pick up, do this, do and we would tease him. But we want everyone to look up everything. Check out Lowell Boys and Girls Club. All the information is going to be on the screen. There is no reason in the world why your child or grandchild or niece or nephew is not over there taking advantage of this. So here we are getting ready to say goodbye. And we want to thank Joe and thank Eric for taking time from your busy schedule. We know how busy you are, so we can get the word out to our neighbors. And remember, Lowell is a good neighborhood. Your neighborhood, my neighborhood, our neighborhood, Lowell, good neighborhood. Take care of each other. Thank you.
Thank you.